who refuse your account for major harassment. Watch your language in the future and especially avoid using discriminatory slurs. Wow. Enjoy the freeze, honey. No way.
My heart will lead the way. Take a chance, I'll take a chance today.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a new segment here that I just wanted to try out. I've been watching like Dueling Book replays, and I always thought it was interesting when a judge gets called because usually the watchers chat also follows it. Um, like if a judge shows up, the watchers chat all of a sudden gets crazy. So we're actually going to be doing that. I'm going to be going around, and we're going to be following, um, judges. Okay, so we have the Kashtira Mir. And it's me, Tristan. The game is paused. Fire skip. Hello, Judge. My opponent activated the effect of Kashtira Ogre and added Big Bang to his hand. Then I moved to redo the move and add Kashtira Preparations to hand instead. And I explained to him that unfortunately the move cannot be redone, but he doesn't want to accept it. Since it took me 3 seconds to tell him it was a miss, and I put it back. After that, he started to offend me and said that he would accept it, but that I was a clown and a child. I gotta see this. 1 second, I gotta see this. So, okay. Where does he say that? Where does he say that? Okay, okay. This is getting ridiculous. I will wait for a judge since you are a clown, and I won't wait. I'll put it back in the big bag. Baridisha, I called the judge, so I speak first. You'll get your chance after that. Alright. This is what we're here for. Okay, so it seems like. It seems pretty straightforward, right? There was just a regular misplay. There was like a misclick. Maybe a misclick. Maybe a misplay that they just wanted to fix. Um. And then name calling. And then name calling. So you continued play, getting offended by calling him a clown or a child is legit sharking for a judge, and you can watch the log. It took me 3 seconds to tell him it was a misclick. Oh, well, we got to check the log here. Oh, I can't watch the log. But I think they posted the log in here though, right? Added Cashier Big Bang from deck to hand. Stop viewing deck. Shuffled deck. Activated set. Wrong one. Yeah, it did take a few seconds. It took like about 5-6 seconds. This is pure rule sharking. Yes, we continued to play. My opponent continued to verbally abuse me since I misclicked on the wrong trap. Both of you, be nice, respect. Shout out to our judge. I upheld the judge call because of his unsportsmanlike conduct. I did continue. I was just wrote that you were a child because that behavior of sharking in DB is pure childish. If the duel continued, then the issue has been resolved. Knock it off with the rude behavior and continue the duel. But still, you could tell her the problem was solved. I kept the judge call because of this verbal abuse. If I misclick, if the misclick would be reversible? This is the wildest thing that this happens on. Like, if we could just get a way for these things to be resolved outside of needing a judge. Like there are 2 judges online, 1 judge online actually now. Um and they're spending their time working with a non-ruling issue. The fact that you repeat this weird demand is sharking for a game loss or warning. I don't care. This is pure unfair. The demand on that. What are they doing is not rule sharking. Continue the duel. Thank you very much. The game can now end. Book of Eclipse. Like, there was just no reason to call a judge. Am I wrong? There was no reason to call a judge here. It was a misclick that turned into bickering. So Tristan went from one duel to another. Uh, it's me. Tristan has been doing GOAT format as well. I didn't watch the last GOAT format ruling question, but I think because Tristan's the only judge on, I don't know if I have a choice. Activated set trap. So entered standby phase. Entered draw phase again. What's the issue? Hello, what's the issue? Hey, Judge, my opponent activates Dust Shoot, but it's my turn, and I want to use a card with Prio. And he said I can't. If you want to activate something immediately at the start of the turn, why did you attempt to move to the standby phase? It's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question. Gosh, being a judge has to be so hard. Like the judging issue on DB, I have no issues with the actual judges. Like they're trying their best. Because my opponent wanted to activate it in standby phase. But you're still in control of it. That doesn't answer the question at all. They never communicated any such thing. But I have prio. Didn't say that anywhere that I wanted to activate it in standby phase. Exactly. They were just waiting. I think that's what it looks. It looks like they waited for it to get to standby phase to activate trap stove shoot. And I think what Odious is saying, Odious is trying to activate MST on the snatch deal before Trap Dust Shoot can be activated because it can only activate it if there's 4 or more cards in hand. That's what Odinus is trying to say, but it looks like Odinus is only thinking that. This is what it seems like what happened. It seems like what happened because I didn't see and I can't check the log. Is that Odinus activated MST? It seems like Sack Buster activated Trap Dust Suit in the standby phase. Put the MST back in hand unless you'd like to chain to Dust Suit. You clearly had no intention of activating MST immediately in your turn until you saw the Dust Suit. Right. That's what it seems like. It seems like Odinus is cheating. It seems like this actually looks like a legit cheat here, where Buster activates Trap Dust Shoot after it already got to the standby phase, and Odinus was like, "No, I meant to activate MST first because I have Prio." Right? Almost like, oh, I didn't realize you had Trap Dust Shoot. Let me activate MST in my draw phase. Let me rewind time and go back. Like this looks like actually just cheating, which is what judges are for though. So he can activate Dust Shoot before then my MST. Yes, because it goes draw phase, prio for draw phase. Would Odinus like to do anything? No. Would Sack Buster like to do anything? No. Standby phase. Would Odinus like to do anything? No. Sack Buster like to do anything? Yes. Activate Trap Dust Shoot. And okay, it's possible Odinus just didn't know right? It's possible Oda just didn't know that like you have to be very declarative, but like even just going immediately to the draw phase, you immediately do the MST. Even if they don't know, they're not aware of like the whole situation with that. Okay, I thought. Okay, we're back in regular format. Trap Tricks. Ayo, Trap Tricks is here. Hello, what's the issue? Hello, Judge. We just have a question. I think. Okay. If I activate Cosmic Cyclone on sealed Holatea, and he chains it. No way. Yes. 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 No way. Yes. Yes. I get it though. Like trap monster rulings are very weird. Um like if this is something I actually dealt with today in testing the Trap Tricks deck. If you Book of Moon it or Book of it's super relevant. It's super relevant. This is a graveyard effect. Or you could use it for Sarah. It's not relevant though, but it's there. No. Then I cannot answer it until it is. But anyway, if you like Book of Moon, Book of Lunar Eclipse, right? It gets set back in the spell and trap zone, right? But because it's like Chain Link 1, it's like Chain Link 2, activate Trap Tricks, hold Tea, special summoning it out. Chain Link 1, it gets banished. I'm pretty sure that's the ruling, right? And I know the Book of Moon ruling. I looked it up today. That's like if Traptrix Holatela gets Book of Moon or Book of Eclipse is a really popular card right now, it gets set back to the spell and trap zone, which could be interesting. You could have like a board full of monsters, including Holatea, use Book of Moon to bring it down, and then go away. Okay, so actually, yeah, okay, got banished. Okay, right. That's fine. That's fine, but that felt like a waste. Like I don't like what are these guys' ratings? I feel like the ratings are kind of high enough to know that, but hey, it's better to be safe than sorry. That's what that looked like. They looked like they knew, hey, that this is a mistake, but we're okay. All right, Dark World versus Danger Dark World versus Deuteria. Here we go. So, what's the issue? Hello, my opponent doesn't trust me that I can use talents because I gave him this card, which made him use an effect. Oh, so it's talents versus Guru. This is interesting. This one, I think it 100% yes, he can use talents. By the way, um, because this card is on its opponent's side, but I see what the confusion is, right? So it says if this card is discarded, the graveyard special summon into your opponent's field and defense position. If this card is special, like that's its own effect. These are not like this looks like it's one effect. It's not. So this is its own effect that Team Scheme Official activated. And then this effect, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dark World card, your opponent discards one card. Hence, it was activated by exactly. So your opponent can activate Triple Tactics talent here, which is actually a really fun interaction that I had never even thought of before. And this person hasn't said anything since a long time ago. I was gonna look at hand by Kitty Trouble. Remember, Kitty Trouble was the other one that was on here for a while. This is big. Because the thing is too, right now triple text talent you chose look at your opponent's hand. So the opponent has to reveal right now because triple tactics talent just got activated. Um, but it might be AFK. I don't actually know what's going on. At a certain point, I think you have to give them an AFK warning. But we'll see. They're typing. If you do not have a response to challenge, you show your opponent's hand that the effect is declared. These are like the worst type of people. Who come in here and apparently they paused for no reason earlier. They come in here, they don't know how effects work. They call people names, which Snowflake is the worst name, but now we wait, you Snowflake. Right? So they come in here, they don't know the rulings. 30 seconds to respond. They come in, they don't know the rulings. They don't understand the game very well. They're playing weird tier 2 decks. And they just name call until eventually the judge shows up. They just go AFK. Like this person, maybe they're a nice human being. I don't know, but this person represents like everything that's wrong with Dueling Book. To be honest, it's a very simple ruling. I understand it could be a little confusing, but there's no reason if you're confused to start name calling, assuming your opponent's wrong, and then when it's obvious that you're wrong, going AFK. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Like I said, let me know if you guys like this kind of content or if I'm just one of those weird people following the judges around. What in the world is this? When the judge gets here, so it's fine. What in the world is this? Opponent cheating, trolling, insulting entire duel. This guy can't stop talking shit. Okay, let me sit up for this. Okay. So let's try to backtrack here. All right, what we got? What we got going on? What we got? Okay. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. I ask you something and you react like an intolerant scum. You like to be, you even call me. Which effect are you using? You see what? That you trolling. You are trolling. I see. That's not how it works. Oh, they're probably going in right now. Okay. Okay. This guy can't. Okay. Okay. I asked for responses and gave more typing crap. Check the log. LMAO. And tell me who's the one that starts with just because I asked for something to clear. I literally do my stuffs. My opponent starts trolling me every single time. What is the issue? What is even the issue? Chain. Why add from grave? His own effect. By which? Wait, what? If a monster leaves the field by a normal attract effect while this card's in the graveyard, you can add this card for your hand. No monster leaves the field and no normal trap was used. My trap was returned. Ariana, from field to hand. Why you send it to the grave? So it sounds like this person doesn't know how Labyrinth works. Chainlink 1 Apocalypse, target Ariana. Chainlink 2 My Trap, Big Welcome Labyrinth. Chainlink 3 Ignis adds. So Ignis resolves and you send your monster to grave. Why? No, you didn't resolve it that way. After that, let's see, we go back down here. Okay. We're going back. We got a lot got added. Okay, here we go. Just because I asked for something, I literally do my stuff. Okay, I ask you 4 times and you decide to act. Both of you knock it off while I check the logs. Anyway, I gave about you, and Judge, let me know what's next to move. You ask what? Do target? I targeted multiple times. Also, you can check everything in log, which you refused to open because you chose act like. Okay, okay, where were we at? Where were we at? I'm trying to figure out what happened. After that, my trap summons Silver Castle and return Ariana to hand. Target one card your opponent controls, one card in the graveyard. Send one card in their graveyard. Send that card on the field of the hand. If you do, set the other one. Chaindringer Engrave. This feels like a lot. It's happened. Okay, so they're checking the logs. Let's check the logs with Okay, so that's where they started name calling. So Ignis Resolve, you sent to the graveyard. After that, my trap summons Silver Castle and return Ariana to hand. When you control this because you can only use effective to the labyrinth. Normal trap is activated except if a labyrinth card or a normal trap effect is activated. You can special summon this card for your hand in defense position. Feels like this just so okay. What I think is what happened, and I think so. There was an Ariana somewhere. I think it's in Wind Up Strike's hand. Um, they went to Apocalypse to potentially. I think they had just Apocalypse to lessen the attack. Chainlink to the trap. Big Welcome Labyrinth. Special summon your hand to return a monster you control to hand. And then they chained Ignis add. So they added off of Ignis. And then these two should get sent off of this. I think. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, okay. What was that? Oh, we got stuff got added. Stuff got added. Stuff got added. Okay. Are you wind up strike? This is beyond unacceptable. Yes. And he can insult me? You start it. Trolling, stalling as well. Your opponent did not use discriminatory slurs. You want to insult and get no fight back. Ha 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 ha. How did they stall? Refuse to play. Win. Let me check the log. Okay. So there's a lot going on here. Okay. Because what we have here, this is like the reason. Like I mean, like I was telling you, look how many watches are in here. This is what I was talking about. Like this is why people follow around judges. So okay. I mean everything's in the log. Naturia lady. That said, your language also has been quite bad. At the start of this chain, I know. Warning for harassment. But I can be respectful after that, sure. It seems like there was just a Naturia lady was confused. Just to clear, he keeps insulting me. You'll get the same. Warning means nothing. Um, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on. So it seems like it was really regular like labyrinth stuff. I just think Naturia lady doesn't know like how labyrinth is supposed to work, like the bouncing thing, and because it bounced and a trap card activated, it can come back. Like that interaction, it is a bit like it's not just like if you stop playing when this deck got hit, you wouldn't understand that interaction. I could see that, right? And it seems like from there it kind of devolved into like this name calling disaster. So our judge here, it's me Tristan, is trying to kind of sort of figure out what caused all of that, but mostly try right now they're trying to stop the name calling. And it's still going back, just want him to stop trolling and stalling. You are the one that is trolling and stalling here. No, you are. Wind up strike. This isn't stalling or trolling. They could have not seen what the target was. And now you don't have nothing to prove that you are the one that starts. I clearly pointed the targeted card with my terrorist trap. It is possible. It is a possible thing. Audio and visual bugs can happen. So that's what this means. Tristan's saying is that it appears that Wind Up Strike is upset that these two cards haven't gotten moved after they activated this, and it seems like they don't really understand how this card came out, or what Big Welcome Labyrinth does, or what Terrors of Overroot does. Like they don't understand any of those things, right? There is something that is named log where he can see everything. I clearly asked and you chose to call me blind. I told him that multiple times, yes. But it's also acceptable to ask for you to just state the target. And he said he won't play then. See, Judge? This kid is just mad and getting salty. This is stalling, don't you think, Judge? So this and then but this is that's not the issue. The issue is actually that Material Lady asked, what did you target? And Wind Up Strike went, how could you not see that? And for some reason, that just triggered them both, right? And they've just been going off. As for your language, that is clearly not okay. Why is there a button log then? I think Wind Up Strike is mad at the judge. I actually think Wind Up Strike is kind of getting mad, which happens if you're ever in a if you've ever been in a game state like this, or not even a game state, but a situation like this on Dueling Book, where you're just like, I know I'm right, and you're heated. You know, your heart is pumping. And the judge shows up. It rules with your opponent. I refuse your account for major harassment. Watch your language in the future, and especially avoid using discriminatory slurs. Wow. Enjoy the freeze, honey. No way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I did not expect this. But this is honestly, you can't say this. You certainly can't say this. But you certainly can't say I'm back to back. You just gave me a warning and immediately freeze. I never gave you a warning. I gave your opponent the warning. Because the opponent was also talking smack. The opponent was also talking, and that's really what happened. Like, an Interior Lady just doesn't know how Labyrinth works, and Wind Up Strike is, for some reason, very passionate about that. Um, and now he's challenging the judge's ruling on him getting banned, or not banned, but frozen. And so Interior Lady's just being quiet. Interior Lady's just quiet now because they realize that they won. I thought I'd get the warning. What's their ratings? Their ratings are kind of high. If you scroll up, you can see more message. You can see me addressing that to your opponent. It's me, Tristan. Interior Lady, that said, your language has also been quite bad. Wind Up Strike at the start of the chain. Interior Lady, I know it's me, Tristan. Warning for... I will be applying the freeze now. You clearly type, that means nothing. Ha ha ha. Obviously, you don't care about insulting people. And that's the thing. Like, if your opponent is playing this, we can learn from this, right? If your opponent is very confused as to how your deck works, getting mad and name calling isn't going to make them understand your deck better. Like, but for some reason, people in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a good amount of them. They're just so toxic, especially on Dueling Book, because they can hide behind a screen and a screen name, right? And the fact of the matter is like all Wind Up Strike had to do here was go, what do you not understand? And they go, what are you targeting? And you click on them again, right? It's annoying, it's frustrating, but it doesn't devolve into name calling and one of you getting a warning and another one getting their account frozen. Let me see if the watchers are popping. No, the watchers just watching. So like, is it annoying that Wind Up Strike is just trying to play test Labyrinth, and he's got to play this weird True King deck, which is like so bad because Diagrams at one, Masterpieces banned, Carved Demise is at one, even Pot of Desires is at two, and so there's just why are you even seeing this deck? And Labyrinth is kind of a tougher deck to play. Um, I've kind of mentioned that before on the Market Watches, talking about Labyrinth. Is it a good deck to buy? Is it a good deck to pick up? It is a harder deck to play because it is trap heavy, right? Um, and so they're just trying to learn it. The amount of harassment on your end is much greater, especially due to the use of the word. Yeah, yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Like if you're going if okay, and here's another thing, and this is kind of where it's me Tristan's coming off of why he's doing the Tyria Lady warning and wind up strike, the freeze, right? It's like if you if you are going to enter into that realm of trash talking, be very, very careful because you cross a line, it's over. People are a lot more sensitive now than they used to be, and for good reason. Because you can't say the things that Wind Up Strike said, and now Wind Up Strike has gotten a game loss and has their account frozen. So hopefully they got another email. But let me know what you guys think. Did you guys like this kind of content? Let me know in those comments down below. Crazy ending. It was kind of like a lull for a while there, but then we just had a crazy one right there at the end. Um, but let me know what you guys think in those comments down below about just judging and dueling book stuff and all that. But make sure you guys click that like button, show your support for the channel, subscribe for more content. Most importantly of all, have a good day.